Look at these three stripes. In 2023, they were a symbol of a corporate catastrophe. When Adidas officially cut ties with Kanye West, they weren't just losing a partner. They were losing a billion-dollar sub-brand that accounted for nearly half of their total profits. The world watched as mountains of unsold Yeezy sneakers sat in warehouses, threatening to bankrupt the German giant. Experts said the brand was dead. They said Adidas had lost its cool forever. But as we stand here in 2026, a miracle has happened in the world of retail. Adidas didn't just survive. They have staged the most incredible comeback in the history of fashion. While Nike is struggling with its own identity crisis, Adidas has returned to the throne by doing the one thing no one expected. They stopped trying to be a celebrity brand and started being a sports brand again. This is the story of the Great Resurrection. This is how Adidas found its soul in the middle of a billion-dollar fire. You see, the Adidas success of 2026 isn't about hype. It's about heritage. Today, I'm going to reveal the secret Terrace strategy that saved the company, the truth about the final liquidation of the Yeezy inventory, and why the new leadership under Bjørn Gulden decided to ignore the metaverse and focus on the street. This isn't just a business update. It's a masterclass in crisis management and brand authenticity. If you think a company needs a superstar to stay relevant, you haven't seen the sales numbers of a 60-year-old indoor soccer shoe. To understand the comeback of 2026, we have to look at the Golden Era. When Bjørn Gulden took over as CEO, he inherited a disaster. The morale was low, the inventory was bloated, and the brand had no direction. But Gulden did something radical. He simplified. He realized that Adidas had the most powerful archive in the world, and they weren't using it. He pushed the Samba, the Gazelle, and the Spezial, shoes that were born in the stands of European football stadiums. In 2026, this Terrace Culture has taken over the world. From Tokyo to New York, the three stripes are everywhere. Adidas proved that you don't need a rapper to tell people what's cool when you have 70 years of history on your side. But let's talk about the Yeezy ghost. In 2026, the Yeezy saga is finally over. Adidas made a controversial but brilliant move. They sold the remaining stock in stages and donated the profits to charity. This allowed them to clear the warehouses without devaluing the main brand. But more importantly, it allowed them to move on. While the market was obsessed with the drama, Adidas was busy signing the next generation of real athletes. They realized that the celebrity era of sneakers was a bubble, and that bubble has officially burst. In 2026, people want products that mean something, not just products that are rare. Adidas reclaimed its position as the brand for people who actually do things, not just people who post about them. Inside the headquarters in Herzogenaurach, the vibe is pure focus. Gulden has removed the layers of bureaucracy that slowed the company down for years. In 2026, Adidas is leaner and faster than it has been in decades. They are focusing on local relevance, creating specific products for specific markets rather than a global, one-size-fits-all approach. This agility has allowed them to capture the massive growth in the performance lifestyle segment, where people want shoes that look good in the office but can also handle a 5-mile run. While Nike was distracted by its digital apps, Adidas was busy winning the battle for the shelf. Let's talk about the performance pivot. In 2026, Adidas is back on the podium. Their Adizero line of running shoes is breaking world records and dominating marathons across the globe. They realized that to be a great lifestyle brand, you must first be a great sports brand. By proving their technology at the highest level of human performance, they earned the right to be worn on the street. This top-down strategy is the opposite of the Yeezy model, and it's much more sustainable. It's built on sweat and innovation, not on tweets and controversy. In 2026, performance is the new hype, and Adidas owns the track. Look at the geopolitical recovery. In 2026, Adidas has successfully navigated the minefield of the Chinese market. By investing heavily in local design and collaborating with Chinese artists and athletes, they have managed to rebuild the trust they lost years ago. They aren't just selling to China anymore. They are creating with China. This cultural integration has allowed them to reclaim their market share from local rivals, proving that a global brand can still thrive if it shows respect for local identity. It's a lesson in global-local balance that every multinational corporation is now trying to copy. So, what is the endgame for Adidas? In the business world of late 2026, the company is enjoying its highest profit margins in a decade. They have successfully diversified their revenue, so they are no longer dependent on a single partner or a single model. They are a multi-pillar giant, stable and growing. Some rumors are even circulating about Adidas making a play to acquire a smaller, high-tech rival to bolster their digital presence. But for now, they are content with being the kings of the street and the masters of the stadium. The lesson for every entrepreneur is that your greatest crisis is also your greatest opportunity to find your truth. Adidas was forced to lose their biggest moneymaker to realize they were ignoring their biggest strength. They had to be humbled to be hungry again. In 2026, they are the ultimate example of why you should never bet against a brand with deep roots and a clear vision. Hype is temporary, but heritage is forever. Will Adidas stay ahead of Nike? Or will the swoosh find its way back? The battle for your feet is more intense than ever, but for the first time in years, the momentum is behind the stripes. Adidas proved that in a world of digital noise, there is still nothing more powerful than a great pair of shoes and a story that people believe in. The era of celebrity hype is facing its final sunset. The era of authentic sport has returned. What do you think? Are you back in the Adidas camp? Or did you never leave? Let me know in the comments below. We're watching the Giants so you can see the moves before they happen. Hit that subscribe button and stay ahead of the curve. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.